So over the weekend, just what didn't go right for you guys?
A lot of things. Didn't play up to our standard, and we know that. I told the team we're a team of ease. We got great effort, great enthusiasm, the energy's there, but we're really emotional. So when things go well, we get really excited. Things go bad, we go really down. So we got to learn how to control our emotions, and we got to take the ego out of it. It can't always be about me and how I feel at that time. It's about the greater of the team. So once we get that settled down, and we'll be fine.
Going on to and just the outcomes and the points. Is it a time for the game 3 that you say, hey, maybe there's position changes, or is it basically you want to keep that same personnel and just they need to get better?
Well, the message is the same. Focus on details and do the things we got to do. But there's position changes and depth changes every week for whatever reason, whether it's production or whether it's injury or whether it's off the field issues or whatever it may be. But there's always going to be changing positions and stuff like that. And with our roster, we got to look at all avenues to be successful.
Saturday, finally, home opener, taking on Western Oregon, and it must seem like it's been a long time since the Jacks, were in at Redwood Bowl, home opener, final home opener. But what are your thoughts on being home for the first time this season?
Long time coming. We're comfortable here in this bowl. The fan and community support is always great, so we're looking forward to it. Been on the road the last couple weeks, and it's nothing like playing here on a Saturday. So we're excited.
Western in the same boat right now, winless on the season. One team is going to walk away with their first victory. How hungry do you think both teams are just to get that first win?
Well, we both are. We both haven't won a game, so you're going to be hungry for that first one, and it's really important. So I'm not going to say they're hungrier than us, or we're hungrier than them. We're both wanting probably just as bad. It's about who can execute and finish.
What do you think will be different about this Jacks team? Not necessarily win-loss on Saturday, but different than the first 2 games of the season.
I feel like reality's starting to hit in. Starting to set in with, hey, you know what? We got to look in the mirror. We can't blame people. We can't, find the easy way out of things. And we understand now that we just can't show up and meet people. It might have been the case in the past, but we can't just show up and meet people. We got to be prepared, and not mistake enthusiasm for being prepared. I think we have the enthusiasm and effort, so we think that we're going to win based off that. Now we're starting to understand that, hey, we got to actually execute in order to get the results that we want. So,
what have you seen on video from Western Oregon?
They're always going to be a tough front, offensively and defensively. They're going to play hard. They always have a good, decent group of receivers, and they do what they do. They're not saying they're not fancy, but they don't try to reinvent the wheel. They line up and try to beat you, and they're kind of like us. They play off of effort and emotion and stuff like that, so they get excited and enthusiastic. But good football team. By looking at them play, you wouldn't necessarily know the record. But they, just like us, they've played 3 quality opponents.
Are you curious at all if the home opener, just how many people do show up? I mean, you guys are used to some big crowds, but curious.
Not really. I'm worried about the game. I want people to be here, don't get me wrong. I want it to be packed. I always want it to be packed, regardless of our situation. But once the ball's kicked, I'm not worried about who's in the stands and who's not. But I just feel like, hey, this is, regardless of our situation, whatever issues you may have with our administration or with me or whoever, put that to the side for Saturday to go support these kids.
It's still early in the season, but I mean, every game's important. But is there more importance that probably nobody wants to start out 0-3 of the year?
Well, it's the most important game because it's the game we're playing right now. I don't care if it's game 6, game 2, whatever game we're facing that week. That's what's the game that's most important.
Any key injuries or anything like that to report?
We got guys nicked up, but you know how it goes. It could be guys can be healed in 2 days. So it wasn't nothing, I don't think, too detrimental, but guys that are going to be day to day.
All right. Anything else like that, Coach?
Can't wait to see the crowd get this team on the field come Saturday.
Thank you, sir.